What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, back again with another video. Today, we're going to have a new style of video. We're going to get into the breakdown of lyrics and what I think about them. So, we're going to start this off with Nicki Minaj fractions, and we're going to jump right into it. Hope you're having a good day. Let's get it. Hey, yo, I'm the one who run a city where they're armed and vicious. Accusations on them blogs and they all fictitious. Obviously, she's talking about the city she's from is not a soft city. They're armed and vicious. It's a dangerous city. And then the accusations on them blogs, they're all fake. I done bent the realest blocks, pushed the hardest sixes, keep a couple killers that don't care how far them licks is. When she's saying she bent the realest blocks, it's like maybe gang related, whatever set or whatever block is the realest, she's bent that. She's maybe swayed them a little bit. You know, a lot of people have maybe taken her side that wouldn't have taken other people's side. And push the hardest sixes could be pushing a whip, you know, like an M6. BMW or something like that. It could also be pushing something else because pushing can also be drug related, pushing some drugs. Keep a couple killers that don't care how far. Basically, she's got a couple people that will ride for her no matter how far the lick is, whether it's like, I need you to go fly across the country to get this person in check, whatever it is. She got some down people with her. Bitches act like they want action, heard they want action. Bitch, we ain't ducking no action. So she hears that a lot of these girls, these other female rappers want action, and she's not ducking. So where's it at, right? I want the action. Where's the action at? That's a solid line. I'm about to give them that traction, send a distraction. So give them traction. She's going to give them friction, okay? I think, you know, I'm about to give them that traction. So anybody that is trying to come against her, she's going to give them some heat. She's not going to just let them try and diss her or take her spot without traction. Like, she's going to fight for it. Then I'm going to line them like fractions. Fractions have lines. You know, 1/2 of 100 is a fraction. So she's going to line them like that, meaning she's probably going to knock them down a notch. She's number one, and everybody else is behind that second. So line of fraction, that's a good line. Took a break. I let them live. Look at all I'm eating. But these bitches going to be mad once I call this meeting because they got to move around once the queen is queening. She's saying she took a break and let everybody else do their thing, right? I let them live. Look at all I'm eating. So now that she's out the picture, she's not doing music. She's just chilling, maybe during her pregnancy or whatever. All the other female rappers decide to make music because Nicki's not involved, right? Nicki's not dropping, so they have a better chance. And then they're going to be mad once I call this meeting because they got to move around once the queen is queening, meaning now that she's coming back to make music, now that she's going to do an album, now she's going to do whatever she's going to do, all the other female rappers have to move around that, meaning they have to drop music. Not on the same day Nicki's dropping music. They have to drop their album at a different time period that Nicki's dropping, because if Nicki's dropping, you know, October 20th, none of the other female rappers can drop that day. It's not, their sales aren't going to do as well because she's the queen, right? Solid bar. About to put out all this crack because my fiends is fiending. So all her fans want more music. They want more songs. And it's that crack. It's a little play on words there, you know, saying her music is crack. It's addictive. And, you know, the fans be fiending. I put these bitches on game. They should be kissing my feet. So she basically paved the way for a lot of female rappers. And when she says I put them on game, she's basically saying how she's the one that kind of showed these other female rappers how to do it. And so they should be grateful, you know, that Nicki kind of did that for them and they can copy the formula. I tried to give them some press. They tried to say it was beef. It's Nicki M, such a little gem. I can't think of anything on that one. Bitches want to be around me, but I do not fuck with them. Basically saying like a lot of girls, a lot of new up and coming girls, you know, city girls, they want to be around her. Young Miami want to be around her. But she doesn't mess with them. You know, she doesn't want to be around them for whatever reason. Maybe they're trying to diss. Maybe they're just whatever's going on behind the scenes. All these diamonds on me flooded. I hope nobody gets stuck. So that's a good line. It's a little braggadocious, little flex line. No big deal. She's saying, I got a lot of diamonds on me. It's flooded. A lot of people say diamonds are splashing. They're water because of the light and how they reflect. So she's saying, I hope nobody gets stuck. You know, like just staring at all the diamonds and how it's just shiny, you know. Wow, so much, and you get stuck. Also, like if you get stuck in a flood as well. If I pull out the Ferrari, then my shooter's in the truck. I could still go to my hood. They know my body is good. $2 million to party in Saudi Arabian clubs, popping them things to go up and smoking Los Angeles bud. So right here, she's obviously saying she's got the real ones with her in the truck, but it's a Ferrari, so it's that Ferrari coupe truck, that four-door that's kind of like the Lamborghini Urus. She can still go to her hood. They know my body is good. Basically, she's still accepted in her hometown, her home hood, wherever she's from, and they know she's good, and they know my body is good, meaning that she's not coming around with anything negative, I would assume. $2 million to party in Arabian clubs, which is crazy because she's saying that she gets paid $2 million to go over to those clubs, which is a lot just to show up. That shows you the kind of star power that she has. Popping them things to go up and smoking LA Blood. So I don't know if that's a line to follow the Saudi Arabian clubs, because I don't think weed is legal there and you can't smoke, and they have huge like legal ramifications for doing stuff like that. These bitches biting Joe. Shout out to Kamala though. What up? So biting Joe Biden. That was a good little play on words right there. And then she's saying, shout out to Kamala. What up? I guess that's a shout out because she's the first woman to take on the vice president role and a person of color. So Nicki's giving her flowers right there. It's them weak bars thinking that she dissing for me. Again, there's a lot of subliminal disses and a lot of rap where you don't know who they're talking about, and especially if they've had beef with a lot of people and had a lot of problems with people, you don't know who they're talking about. But it's them weak bars thinking that she dissing me. Whoever she's talking about that apparently dissed her, Nicki thought he was so weak. It's like, wow, you really think you're dissing me? It's embarrassing. That's why she's saying it's them weak bars thinking she dissing for me, because that's a popular way of saying things, especially after TikTok. It's the shoes for me. It's the car for me. Whatever it is, like, it's just a way of saying that's what does it for me. I graded your homework, bitch. It's incomplete. Saying that obviously she's seen or heard the song that they think is a diss, and it's not good. Right? Nicki's grading it and saying that's ass. If he was trying to be my son, then mission complete. I'm the final level, bitch. They on a mission to beat. Again, Nicki's saying with that song, that diss that you gave me, you're ultimately showing me that you want my approval. You look up to me, a lot of this stuff. And then I'm the final level to beat. They're on a mission, to beat me. Again, she's saying how high she is in the rap game. Like, to get to the upper echelon of rap as a female rapper, you have to beat Nicki, is what she's saying. It's like COVID when the GOAT is on the track, the whole game stopped. And then she goes to play off of that by saying, I ain't playing with these bitches, this ain't GameStop. So then she references the actual store GameStop, and then she's saying she's not playing with them where you would pick up games at the store. You're not going to play these games. That's a bar right there, GameStop, because GameStop for video games, the store. But she's saying the whole game stopped, meaning when she's on the track, everything stops. Just like when COVID hit, everything stopped. You couldn't do anything, like everything was shut down. So she's basically saying that's how good she is, and she's the GOAT, and she's like COVID, and the whole game stops. It's a pretty solid bar, man. So if Barbie in the building and she with a gangsta, he ain't gonna hesitate if I tell him to shank some. Yeah, so the dude that she married, he did 7 years for being charged with first-degree manslaughter. So Barbie in the building, and she's with a gangster, meaning her husband's a gangster. And he's not gonna hesitate if I tell him to do something, right? So she's with somebody that's down. Just put a beauty parlor in my guest house. That's a flex line. Her guest house is big enough to be a beauty parlor, and she might have very well done this. Put a beauty parlor in a guest house. So maybe that's where she keeps her shoes, her clothes, her makeup, everything. Like, her guest house is just turned into a place where she gets ready, and maybe it's big enough and can accommodate multiple people in there to get ready. It's like a spa. That's crazy. That is big success, a lot of money. You mean the pink Lamborghini? That's at the next house. Again, she's flexing her wealth, her money. The pink Lamborghini that she clearly has, that's hers. She's saying, oh, you're talking about that? Oh, that's at the next house. That's at my other house. I have many houses. So which car are you talking about? Which house are you talking about? Again, a little flex line to tell you how successful she is. Fuck him so good, I got him walking with his chest out. Basically saying the sex is so good that he's walking around like this, He's like, yeah, I did that. So that's a little sex line for you. I wish these bitches wanted more talent and less clout. I fall back and just give them some space, because when you already won, what the fuck is a race? So she's saying right here, I wish they wanted more talent and less clout, meaning that today's female rappers aren't competitive like Nicki. Nicki is all about the craft, all about the skill, all about trying to make the best music possible. And a lot of these new female rappers only want the fame. They just want the attention. They don't really care about trying to perfect the craft and get better and better and have these crazy lines and bars. They just want clout, right? And Nicki is like, man, I wish they wanted more talent and less clout. So right here, she's saying she gets out the game for a little bit, does her own thing in her personal life, gives all the female talent a little bit of space. And, you know, it's like she's not in a hurry to stay in the game. She's not constantly having to stay relevant because she already won the game. You know, she already reached the top tier of being an icon, being a huge worldwide artist. So she can chill. You know, there's not a race anymore to her. She already won, you know. Look at them fucking for raps. What a disgrace. So she's calling people out. Female rappers, yeah, would blow some people for a verse, or they would have sex with rappers to get on, and like that's a disgrace, right? Nicki didn't have to do that. It was all skill. Where she got was all skill. And then she said, I put that on A-Rod, none of you bitches safe. A-Rod was a baseball player. Safe, meaning when you slide home base, it's safe. She's saying none of you are safe though. I put that on a baseball player. So she's saying Megan's dick get hard as soon as I brush up, but we trying to be subtle. Whole city go up when a bitch touch down, like them boys in the huddle. Sex game still cold. It's an igloo. Obviously she's saying it's really good at sex, and it's as cold as an igloo. Igloo's really cold. And when she's saying she touches down, like in a city, you know, the whole city gets together when she touches down, basically. And then, you know, she's saying right here, she just has to touch him and he's already ready to go. She didn't have to do anything. You know, she's just trying to be subtle. And then she's saying, obviously, she's good at sex again. Little Miss Gorilla Glue, little slang for a little some. She got that grippy. Yeah, it just get a little dirty down here. You know, she's saying, trying to eat it up. Come get it. So obviously, she's down anytime he's down. And then when I count a mill, jigga what, jigga who. That right there is a shout out to Jay-Z. Obviously, Jay-Z is extremely rich. So when she counts a mill, she's like, jigga what, jigga who. And right here, I think she's saying like, jigga what, jigga, like who? I'm rich too. So overall, she had a lot of bars in here. A lot of these are kind of subtle bars, and some of them sneak up on you a little bit. You know, I think a lot of people should read the lyrics to really kind of dive into how good or how many lines are in an actual song, but also it helps you understand the song better. But that'll do it for today's breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment down below. Helps the channel grow, helps the YouTube algorithm. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. I drop a video every single day. If you're not new here, welcome back. I appreciate the love and support as always. Thank you very much for showing up and showing love. You know what to do. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you thought about this. Is this something you want more of? Do you like these breakdowns? Do you want to do them yourself? Let me know what you think. Trying something new. As well as check the description box down below. I've got all my links there to my social, Patreon, Spotify, whatever you guys want. It's down in the description box below. So with all that being said, I hope you're having a great day. I'm sending positive vibes your way. And until next time, I'm out.